Hi everyone and Happy New Year. I'm so excited to kick off the first food and wine series of 2021 with a classic risotto. We're putting a little bit of a twist on this dish because typically it can take 2+ hours to make. Instead of doing it on the stove and stirring every couple of minutes, we're actually going to put it in the Dutch oven and do it all in the oven. I know it sounds crazy, but it's going to be so delicious. It's quick, it takes under an hour, and you could dress it up however you want. So the base is going to be rice, Parmesan, butter, olive oil, a little bit of white wine, and then you can add in anything extra. We're gonna keep it really simple today and do grilled lobster tails on top, but you could do any form of shellfish. You could do chicken, and if you're vegetarian, you could do vegetables. It would be lovely with some portobello mushrooms. So the dish is super versatile and you can make it however you want. For pairings, we wanted to showcase 2 Spanish wines that are featured in our sale of the month. The first one is a white. It is the Shea Verdejo 2017. I'm using about half a cup of this to make the risotto, and then we'll be enjoying it with the meal as well. This wine was rated 90 points by James Suckling, making it an excellent buy. It is so refreshing with notes of citrus, stone fruit, a nice minerality. It sees a little bit of thyme and oak, which adds to some complexity for a white. It goes really nicely with shellfish or chicken. So we're super excited to pair it with this. If you're looking to do a red wine, we also have the Gota de Arena. This is a Tempranillo-based wine, which is one of my favorite varietals. You'll find notes of dark fruit, some spice, and a little bit of cedar. This has beautifully developed tannins and is ready to drink now. It was also rated 92 points by James Suckling, so he's showing a lot of love to our wines for the month. Really can't go wrong with either of these. I am going to take you into the kitchen and let's get cooking.
To get started, you'll need your Dutch oven, some chicken stock or beef stock, up to you, and white arborio rice. This rice is great for risotto because it multiplies in size like you wouldn't believe. It gets so thick and creamy and is amazing. We're going to use 1.5 cups today, so add that in, and then once it's in the pot, you're going to top with 4 cups of chicken stock. So this was approximately 32 ounces. I know that that is 4 cups. I'm just going to go in and pour that all over. Once we mix everything together, so at this point we're still just at the rice and the stock, it really is that simple. We're just going to mix it all together and stir it in. Make sure the oven is set to 350 and we'll bake for 45 minutes. Risotto typically does take quite some time, as I mentioned, and involves a lot of stirring. So this is a great way to get that flavor and that texture without having to give it too much thought. I also measured out our wine at this point, 1/2 cup of white wine, so we didn't drink all of it before it came time to cook. Once that is pulled out, so 45 minutes later, you can see that it is so creamy, but we still have a little ways to go. This is when we start to add things in. So first you're going to add in the white wine and another cup of chicken stock. And we'll just measure that out, 1 whole cup. And once that's all in, you start to mix it and you'll see the texture change so much. So really just, this is when the stirring comes in. It's a little less high maintenance than traditional risotto, but it's great. We're also going to add in 1 cup of Parmesan cheese and 3 tablespoons of butter. So you could already see while I'm stirring, the texture is changing. It looks so good and it's starting to really thicken. I also did some salt and pepper just for flavor, and I'm going to keep stirring until it looks like the consistency that I want it to be. For toppings, you can add in anything you want. I wanted to include a shot of these lobster tails because they came out so beautifully and they were delicious. They looked perfect on top. But again, you could top it with vegetables, chicken, scallops, fish. It is so easy and versatile and quick. Enjoy.